This is Transformers Reveal the Shield Wreck-Gar. The figure is part of Wave 2 of the deluxe series of figures for the Reveal the Shield subline, the Transformers. Here he is. I picked up this figure at Our Toys out here in Green Hills, or if you're in Manila, you're trying to track down a few hard-to-find figures, you might want to try Our Toys in Green Hills. Here's a quick look at the packaging. Great artwork on it. Reveal the shield. And I'll show you the back. Wreck-Gar is obsessed with Earth television and maybe just a little bit flaky. He communicates almost exclusively in quotes from commercials and late-night movies, and the grin on his face never fades. Even in the heat of battle, most Autobots have no idea what he's talking about most of the time, but they appreciate having his axe on their side. Don't remember him having an axe. I do remember him having a shield and some blasters, I think, but, well, whatever. So, I haven't opened up my Masterpiece Grimlock yet, and I haven't done a review on Cup at this time. So I'll probably have the old gang back together. Here he is with the Universe Wheelie, the Legends class figure. I'll probably, when I do open up Grimlock, probably have everyone together. Him, Grimlock, Cup, maybe Rodimus, and him, maybe and then with the Masterpiece Grimlock. So we'll have the old gang back together because, you know, if you grew up with that 80s movie, and back then when I was a kid, I thought that was the best movie ever made. You know, when you're a kid, you love Transformers, and you see a full-length animated film, it just blows you away. And I say this with a lot of figures that Hasbro has reimagined, the old G1 characters, reimagining them in really classics or universe figures, and they look great, and precisely because if you had no idea who this guy was, you probably have a different kind of appreciation for the figure. But for those of us who grew up in the 80s, this guy was one of the icons of the Transformers movie, and we thought he was really funny and great. We had a glimpse of him, another revival of this guy in Transformers Animated with the Voyager class Wreck-Gar, and I thought that was hilarious. I thought that character was funny, and was voiced by Weird Al Yankovic, and I thought it was so funny. But anyway, not to get too sentimental about this, here he is. For those of you who have no idea, who still have no idea who he is, better try and download that film on the internet or buy the DVD. It's really great. So here he is. He's a Junkion. He's supposed to be a Junkion. And I'm sure by now, after watching this, as you watch this review, you probably already heard about the news or some snaps or pictures of the possible redeco for this figure with a Junkion head. And that would be really cool to have another figure which is slightly different from this one, so they could interact with each other. Because if you've seen the movie, the Junkions, one would be in robot mode, the other one would be in vehicle mode. He could ride the vehicle mode, and that would be cool. So, the figure is very asymmetrical, as you can see, and as such, this was representative of how the Junkions were asymmetrical. You've got wheels here, and you've got the front part of the bike here. His head is symmetrical, but even the way they've molded his hands, they're also asymmetrical with the first two fingers out, and this one, the last two fingers out for this hand. So really cool. It's a nice touch. It's a nice, very well researched figure by the Hasbro designers. The only problem I have with this figure is really the weapon. It's not even an axe for me. It looks like a mace, and really resembles a pinwheel so much that I think it, you know, if I didn't know any better, I think this was a joke. Something like the Joker, it's like a weapon that the Joker would carry. I mean, it is, well, okay, fine. It's passable as a medieval weapon, but I'm really not a big fan of this one. And it's not painted, it's just gray plastic. And I'm sure the people at Takara are going to fix this with their version of Wreck-Gar. I haven't seen the 3-pack, though, so we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Articulation-wise, he's very articulated. As you can see, in the beginning of this film, you can get him into some serious battle poses or action poses. Got waist articulation, ball jointed waist. Even the arms are well articulated, as well as the legs. The feet have ankle joints. It's got a hinge ankle joint as well as a ball joint, so you can get it into the feet. You can get the feet in very stable poses, and it's really up to you if you want to keep the feet asymmetrical. If not, but the instructions tell you to transform it this way. So that's very cool. Okay, got a little bit of flame deco going on here, just like the movie Optimus Prime. Not too bad. The license plate, which we'll see later, is unpainted, so maybe repro labels are going to fix that. Alright, transform this guy. Can be tricky. He's got great alt mode, he's got a great robot mode, but transformation, give it an 8 out of 10. It can be a little bit of a chore, but there is a way to do it properly. So, first thing you want to do, you want to transform the arms, since that's the easiest. Rotate the fists outward like that. Fold up the arms and tab them in like that. Oh, I forgot a couple of things again. This thing is supposed, the instructions just tell you to keep the shield on like that, but I think the engineering wise, there is a peg right there and a sort of a circular groove peg hole right there, which is supposed to sort of tab in, but it doesn't. So I think they really scrapped that idea halfway through. And I wanted to show light piping. Interesting light piping right there. Okay, so on with the transformation. God, I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, tab it in like that. Fold up the head. You can rotate the head if you want, so that you can tab it this way. But I'm happy. I don't really feel the need to do that for my figure, so just do it this way. Okay, and then what you want to do is line up the wheel and tab it in this way. Okay, go ahead and rotate him this way, like that. Rotate the torso and then unpeg the shoulders, and you will form the engine block as well as the front part of the motorcycle. And the arms do pegged in together with that tab and groove right there. So that's that. Alright, and here's the tricky bit. Rotate the legs outward like that. Fold up the feet. This one, just rotate it 180 degrees, and then you can go ahead and just fold like that. Make sure you fold it up all the way up, just like that. Okay, now parents out there, if you decide to give this figure to your kid, here is the crucial bit. Here's the crucial bit of transformation that you want to remember so that your kid doesn't get frustrated. You've got to separate the hips like that. Now this one is easy. This one is a little bit tight, so you might want to just lift this crotch piece up a little bit so you can fold this one out, this hip piece out, and that is crucial to transformation. Without doing that, you're not going to be able to transform him properly, and your kid is just going to end up frustrated. Okay, just go ahead and fold this one down like that. And how did I do this? Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to get this foot out, and so that it'll sandwich the hands nicely, just like that. Okay, and then you're just gonna have to tab these pegs in. Oh, come on. Okay, like that. So that's that. And then for this one, this part of the leg, or this leg, just rotate it completely. Oh, I've done it the other way around, sorry. Just rotate it completely, like that. Let's fold it in like that, as low as you can. And then these things snap in together. Well, sort of. There, just like that. Yeah. Come on. Okay. And finally, just flip down this wheel, and we'll tab in to a groove over there. Okay. And this thing just keeps on popping off. Not because I haven't transferred. Wait, I've done something wrong. Oh, okay, the arms aren't joined together all that well, so. Okay. Okay. All right. And there he is. There is Wreck-Gar in his Junkion, or no, not Junkion, in his motorbike alt mode. Come on now. The last thing you want to do is really attach the exhaust port, which is really his weapon. And there is a clip right there that clips onto that peg right there. And I guess this is like Ironhide's weapons that you can clip onto anything that has a bar like that. And it's on a ball joint, so you'll be able to swivel it and move any which way you want. But I really don't see the point in connecting this one to any other figure apart from Wreck-Gar. And okay, and that's about it. He has a kickstand, which doesn't go all the way. It just stays. Okay, it does go all the way out. So, my bad. So, okay. It does go all the way out, and that'll make him stand up a little bit better. So that's that. So it's a cool dirt bike, motocross, bike alt mode. Not exactly your typical chopper or bike. It just keeps popping off. I don't know why. Apologize for that, folks. Okay, it's on. Stay on. It's a little bit bigger than most deluxe class figures, as you can see. Let's keep Willie out of the way. And if you're wondering if you're a big fan of Marvel or DC or whatever action figures, will it fit any figure? And I think it will. Here is with the Ares Build-A-Figure Wave, the Human Torch. I think he will fit nicely. Yeah, it could work. So if you've got Tony Stark or a 6-inch Rhodey, or maybe Tony Stark, it'll probably fit in very well. So that's that. Anyway, so this was fun. I really enjoyed showing this figure off to you guys. I hope it has been very helpful and somewhat insightful to some of you, especially to parents who are thinking of giving this figure to your kid. It's a great figure, both in alt mode and bot mode. Transformation can be tricky. You can read instructions if you want to, but there is some substantial amount of figuring things out here and there as you transform him. So there you go. Transformers, Reveal the Shield, Wreck-Gar. Thanks for watching.